Hey, what's up YouTube? It's Mr. Phoner here again. Welcome to the 5th episode of Recipe for a Deck. In this episode, if you can't tell, I'm going to be showing you guys an Ojama deck. And I got, my Ojamas laid out like the Olympic rings. It's pretty cool looking, pretty sweet. And this deck is pretty competitive, but very fun at the same time. And it'll cost about a maximum of about uh, $20 to $30. I can't say, but my bill $20 to $30. Like that's a maximum. Uh, but in many of my videos, I like to sort of give my viewers a bit of an idea of how the deck functions. So the main ingredient, as I would like to call, of a deck, uh, is actually Ojama Blue. Because Ojama Blue is one of the most broken monsters out there. Like it's just, I mean, it gets killed in battle, and then you get to search out two Ojama cards, including itself, and Ojama Muscle if you run Ojama Muscle. But yeah, I consider it to be a main ingredient. But then I thought, hey, all these Ojamas, without one of them, or if you're missing one of them, you can't really build a deck. So they're really dependent among each other. So I would consider all of them, all the five Ojamas, key ingredients. So let's move on to the monsters. For the monsters, first we got three blues. Typical Ojama gets killed by battle. Searches out any two Ojama cards, including Ojamajic, which I'll get to later. You have to run three of these. I mean, it's mandatory. Now we got two, not three, two of each of the normal Ojamas. So two greens, two blacks, two yellows, and one of the best cards as well, two reds, which when it's normal summon, you can special summon as many Ojama monsters from your hand in face-up attack position. So that's pretty sick. Now one Snipe Hunter because, well, this deck pretty much has total field, not field, hand control. You have like always about 5 to 6 cards in your hand, and if not, you have more you need to discard. So this basically helps you get around like Stardust and any big synchros. Really nice. One Shining Angel because searches out your blues or search out any of the light attribute monsters here. Now I got one Rescue Cat. I put this here because well, you sort of have to. It's sort of an engine to go through your deck to search out your Ojamas, mainly your blue, so you can suicide with them and get your pluses. Although you will be taking a lot of damage. Now one Morphing Jerk for some like draw power, and also you have a lot of dead hands, so this helps you. And one Sangan because you can search out, I believe, everything in here, and it gives you another plus. And a Marshmallow, I just like it because I thought this deck sort of had this problem with stalling. Not sure if you noticed, but I have Shining Angel here as well. I can search out Marshmallow because Marshmallow is a light. Just a random tech. So that's it for the monsters. Let's move on to the spell. With the spells, it does look sort of messy here because I run a lot of different spells, but pretty much your average Ojamajic, because you sort of want to. I have two Ojamajics here. Basically, want to thin out the deck and you get your each of the normal Ojamas. Ojama Country, basically, when you have a face-up Ojama monster on the field, the attack and defense of the points of the monsters on both opponents' side of the field are all changed or switched. Pretty nice. Gives your Ojamas like 1,000 attack because they have 1,000 defense. Now I got Hurricane. I run 2. Running 3 is too much because sort of a dead card. You basically can pull this off twice only. If you fail to do that, it's pretty much game because you can't really win. That's a pretty much guarantee because your win condition is Hurricane. Then you got one Terraforming. A lot of these cards are tech cards, I believe, so you can actually run whatever you want as long as it helps the deck. So you got one Terraforming. I want another way to search out my Ojama countries, so I used Terraforming, and now we got Future Fusion. I actually ran this because I wanted to get my blues in the graveyard, and then I wanted to try to fuse into my Ojama Knight or Ojama King, just for that little extra edge around my opponent. I got one my body. It's pretty crucial in this deck because if you get torrential, let's say you get torrential when you play a red, and you special summon like 5 Ojamas, they're torrential, you basically lost. Now one pot of avrice recycles. This deck goes through a lot of graveyard and stuff, and when you sort of have too many cards in the graveyard and you run out of the normal Ojamas, you can use to draw 2 cards and recycle them. They got one super polymerization. It's an OTK card. It's a good combo when you have 5 Ojamas on the field. You attack for 5,000 while you have country, and then you just use this card and discard a card as a cost, and then activate it. Fusing, it's a quick play, so during battle phase you fuse your 3 normal Ojamas into an Ojama King, and you attack for a direct 3,000, which 5,000 plus 3,000 is 8,000. Now you got one big march of animals. It's basically and also another OTK card. When you have 5 Ojamas on the field, you basically gain 1,000. No, you gain 200 times the number of beast monster for each beast monster you have. So let's see, you have 5, 2 times 5, so 200 times 5 is 1,000, 1,000 plus another 1,000 for each Ojama, and then you attack 5 times, that's about 10,000 damage, so real nice. One mystical space typhoon, just extra back row removal set up for your OTK. To hand destruction, I put that in because I sort of it's an egg 1 basically, but in Ojamas it's never an egg 1. You want to have a little bit more draw power just to get your hurricanes and other stuff ready, and then your fissure just to get rid of any like big monsters, and creature swap. Hell, give your opponent an Ojama card and get their big monsters. That's all for the spells. So let's move on to the traps. The traps are very simple. We run 2 compulsories because this deck gets screwed over, I believe, by Stardust and by Horaces. Because, yeah, I sort of lost to the Dragon deck like that. And Karma Cut because kills Stardust. And I found this card to be way better than Regeki Break because it just removes the monster for play. And 2 Roll Decrees because you're running only like, I don't know, 5 or 3 traps, 3 of these traps, and then you sort of want to activate this when you're trying to go for game. You don't want your opponent to like play a Trench or something or a Mirror Force on you. So very nice. So that's it for the traps. Let's move on to the fusion deck. Last but not least, we have 3 Ojama Kings. This is ultimate rare, and 2 Ojama Knights. Really, you don't even need 3 of these guys. Like, this is all I think you need. Like 2 of these guys and 1 of this, because I never even brought this guy out more than twice, and I basically never bring this guy out, maybe once or twice. But yeah, so this is the deck recipe. Comment below of what you think, and the deck recipe is going to be on the bottom, so go check it out if you don't remember what I showed you, and make sure you comment, thumbs up, and subscribe. Well, this is Mr. Friendler, and I'm out. Peace out.